everyone, this is the Mad Salvi letting you know that unless things are proven with Twitter posts and stuff like that and have actual proof behind it, treat everything in this thing as a theory. I will try to mark certain things as news and theory and everything like that to kind of let you guys understand, but also, you know, use a critical mind. And I hope you do enjoy. Kunai, Victoria, Reimu, Vazalius, Uki will be participating in Crab Game Tournament on July 21st with various members from Globie, V4Mirai, Idol, Vispo EN, VNU, former prison members, Specialite, and Vdedit. As you can see, there are a lot of people that I recognize. There's some people that I don't recognize. There are people that I have actually rated in the past, and you know, other people that I haven't even seen. So it is very nice to see a large collab like that. I do not have a problem with the people like Kunai, Victoria, Reimu, Vazalius, and Uki. Uki's the only one I have a problem with because, of course, Uki never apologized for the bad things he said. But I'm glad that Kunai is getting something, Victoria is getting something, Reimu is getting something as well. All these people are doing something, you know. But TTT, I'm glad that Kunai and Victoria, this time Claude wasn't in there. I'm glad. No, Bonnie Barkswell from Globie, the one in the middle with goggles. She might only have 28k subs, but her CCV is around 150 to 200. She's already high compared to those with 100k to 500k subs. Some only have 100 to 800 views, despite the large number. Love Bonnie so much. Might be biased since I like hags, but I think she's hilarious. I like a lot of other girls from Globie as well. That said, a lot of the boys and some of the other girls have trouble hitting more than 100 CCV, so I strongly encourage people to check out people in Globie. I do. I actually check out, and when they're available, when I can, and when I have the rights to, I do like raiding into Globie, Vispo, VNU, all these other corporations that are small, around the same size as I am, because it is good to push that kind of positivity in the VTuber community. Apologies to the mods for making 2 posts of this mistakes in the titles, immediately deleting them. Anyways, Kunai's last stream was May 11th, so now they have something new. As far as I know, she last appeared on stream on January 29th on stream with Victoria. I will refrain from speculating about Kunai's plans. As for the other people here, a lot of amazing people are here. I recommend almost everyone here. I think I'll give further details about favorites soon. Yes, I can recommend pretty much everyone here. Most of the people here I've watched at least one stream of. They're entertaining. They have their own quirks. Their fans love what they do. So it is absolutely. Ignis, as right here, is also a brand new one, which is rumored to be Punkalopi. So used to be Punkalopi, now Ignis. So go and, you know, support people there. I do wish for people like this to be supported. And finally, Kunai and Victoria are getting that support they so desperately deserve. All right, everybody. We all know what happened with Tricky V and the situation there. And, you know, the fact that I did criticize Rev at some point. But you also have to think, like, I just opened my eyes and I started seeing other people doing things much worse. This is, seriously, this VTuber, what they did, I'm going to show you what they did first. And then I'm going to talk about it because I'm heated about this one. I'm going to be as kind as I can. I'm going to be as middle of the road as I can, but it's very hard to be middle of the road when someone does this specifically. What do they do? Here we have Kokonuts, who specifically put here, they missed Shake My Head. This is actively advocating for someone being game-ended. This is actively advocating that they wish that the thing that happened would have been successful. You're wishing someone's life to no longer exist. What the heck? This is not just a funny haha, oh, I decided to be a meme lord and decided to be a little bit rough and, you know, maybe I did something wrong. No. This VTuber, if this is their actual way that they present themselves, if this is the actual way that they think, if this is the actual way that they are a danger to the community. They are a danger overall. They should not be allowed to continue to make content if this is the type of content they're gonna make. It's a snafu, yes. It's a moment of like no type of clarity, yes. It's the worst type of thing that anyone could do. They even put something here, pinned by Straw Hat Pal. Maybe if the left embraced blanks a little more, they could actually land a. This kind of thing is, this is the community that she has. I understand being an edgelord. I understand having dark jokes. But I don't even think someone who is like really dark jokes and like that kind of stuff, like George Carlin or any other people that did dark jokes, would have made a joke like this. Because you understand, once this happens, you have no running this back. There is no running this back. There is no fixing this. You have just advocated for that type of action to happen. This is, and of course, I don't want to take people's stuff out of context. So let's hear what she actually said.
My pathetic ass out. Pathetic.
Fist.
Okay, Let's continue.
Oh, but if it were Joe Biden, oh my God.
You don't joke about this.
Maybe having the title isn't a good thing. There's so many trolls showing up. They're gonna make me change it.
This is after she changed her title.
It filters people out. True. So true.
So she wants the type of people that she got.
Fine.
This is where she had, they missed.
Easier for my mods. I'm changing I'm changing the title to make it easier for my mods is the new title.
So that's the only reason that she's doing it. She's changing the title.
I opened up Twitter to see a Gundam and Nikkei pose with a shaking butt.
I guess that joke missed the mark, SMH.
Supposed joke. That's not a good joke.
Shh.
I'm sorry. That's not a good joke.
Can't say that.
That missed the mark. Again, this is the type of community that she's pushing.
The shooter killed 2 people. It's awful. It's terrible. You're right.
But you know there's a button.
SMH.
SMH. Seriously, dude. This is not what you do. This is not a win. This is not an own on anybody.
I do need to take that second.
They of course deleted the VOD. Why? Because they started getting.
Drug.
Oh, I got caught in the crossfire in one of the Twitter screenshots. Wow.
Again, joking about it. I can understand the chat joking about it. Chat is gonna be freaking dumb. But the fact is, you laugh at that. You say, like, dude, you could have said easily, this is not the time or the place. This was an actual serious situation. Someone did get hurt. There was an attempt on someone to get hurt. This is not what you do. This is not someone that I want in the community. Of course, I am not the arbiter of who belongs in the community, but this is dangerous. This is just not good. You do not celebrate these types of things. Both sides of the aisle have said this is horrible. Everyone with a logical brain has said this is horrible. This is not what you do. You want good PR? You want to continue having a channel? You don't do this type of stuff. Because eventually Twitch is going to get on you. Eventually someone is going to get on you, and they are like, YouTube doesn't allow this, Twitch doesn't allow this because that's promoting actual, harm to somebody. I very rarely say that people don't deserve a platform, but if this is a type of content that they create, maybe this platform isn't for you. I'm not saying deplatform them, I'm not saying cancel them, but maybe they should go and do other things, because being in the public sphere does not seem to be something that they're really good at. And I know people are gonna criticize me for being harsh on her and not on Tricky V. Tricky V did a stupid thing. She is not as bad as her, because this is actually promoting violence. The other one was a stupid meme, and yes, she didn't seem to show any actual, looking back on it, she didn't seem to show any actual remorse for it. And that is a dumb thing to say, dumb thing to do. You should actually show remorse if you actually mean it. Scream it with your chest type of thing. But these people, they don't learn that sometimes it's just better to shut the F up. And this is what both of them should have done. This one is directly tied to an event, a political style event that I won't mention. Everyone already knows about it, about a former president, a current political candidate, had a situation that happened to them. And she was asked, it's like, what the heck is going on in the US? And she saw that something was going on that said pew pew, that said BB gun. And she went pew 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 pew, because that's what happens in the US a lot. We have a lot of guns. She was making a joke. But it wasn't a very good joke, and it wasn't at the right time. She apologized for it later. But here's a Nijisister completely ignoring the very insensitive joke because a certain someone was mentioned. And it says, don't get me wrong, love Usan, but really. Yeah, they put Yugo in there because it's that little chibi, moving back and forth, vibing, whatever you want to call it. And it says, the joke was stated to be unrelated and just really bad luck on Twisty's part. It was. Also, it exactly makes you acknowledge Yugo and Nijisister. They don't care about the joke. More important part was Twisty had Yugo there. You guys are really bored, aren't you? To be honest, when I saw a post about a tweet this morning, I also initially decided that the problem was just mentioning of Yugo. As a result, Twisty managed to make 2 mistakes. Twisty plays shooter games. That's the joke. You guys have to mention it on the wrong place. Yeah, basically, I don't know. It could be seen 2 different ways. Could be seen as this person really being happy that Yugo was there, or some person really being angry that Yugo was there, like really sad that anyone would mention Yugo. It can be seen either way depending on the lens that you have. For a lot of Nijisisters, it would be a faux pas, a kind of a bad thing, because Yugo graduated and was forcefully graduated, it seems like, from what I remember. Someone tell me what's the interest of the post. Twitter screenshots post again. Jan, reply to them if it bothers you so much. Yeah, people are kind of getting tired of these type of posts, but it's an interesting thing to see. As we all know, there are 2 kinds of Nijisisters, and yes, Nijisister is a term that I am going to be using consistently, because it is not what people say it is. It is actually just exactly the way I see it, at least the way I use it. is, you know how people call it Hollow Bros? I call Hollow Bros and then Nijisisters in this case. So there's two kinds of people. Nijisister is going to take place of Riku too if he did something wholesome. And Nijisanji, come on, don't. Yeah, basically. There's two types of people. They're also saying Hollow fans are bootlicking Yago 90% when they are bootlicking them themselves. Riku, he doesn't know the history of why Yago is not only loved by the fans, but also loved by Hollow JP girls, Hollow Star JP, already locked in of not planning to listen to anyone else. Yeah, basically, this is what this person's doing. This is talking about, the top part is talking about the discussion, kind of saying no matter what others say, a certain man, which is Riku, certainly apologized about what happened only to investors and laid out all the promises, plans for EN a few months ago. Look at that. He followed through. Not really. He actually abandoned EN and he is doing what's best for JP, I guess, but not for EN. You gotta admit, acknowledge the developments, good changes, and promises that they followed through for EN, except for the fact that they, abandoned EN. Liver tells a lot about, about this kind of stuff, so let's take a look at what he's saying about Hololive. He's saying, lol, seriously, this man literally just a Hololive fanboy in the news industry, basically talking about depressed Nosagi, who views the entire industry as revolving around them. The idea that there's a fierce battle and someone has to be winning is itself mostly a fiction of Western fandom. Although they say this, but I guarantee you, in their conversations, it is a competition. They want Nijisanji on top. They want their side on top. Not to mention Yago bootlicking. Well, Yago isn't Yago bootlicking, honestly. It's Yago doing the right things when it comes to correctly running a company. That's why I don't fully agree with Hololive is winning by doing nothing. Hololive is winning by doing what they do every single day. I guess that's what they mean by doing nothing, but they aren't doing nothing. They're promoting their talents correctly. Look at Hollow Justice. They're promoting even the male talents correctly. Look at Hollow Stars in general, JP and EN. They are doing everything they can on the backside, the back end of things, in order to make sure their talents thrive. And I guess that's why people say just by breathing, or just by doing nothing, because it doesn't look like they're actually doing anything, but tons of things are happening behind the scenes. I want to give credit where credit is due. In my existence, responding to Nbinted, we all know who they are. Experience, it actually bewilders a lot of Japanese VTuber fans when you try and explain the way the West talks about Niji and why they do. Not that they aren't aware of problems, but the Western ideas very much came from a Hollow and everyone else's view of the industry. That is a coping mechanism that they're putting out there. Forgot the other crucial point, doing nothing is completely untrue. PR Machine is one of the most aggressive in the industry. They know how fans view them, and they do everything to maintain that image, including sugarcoating, messy graduations, and terminations. The last part I don't agree, but yes, they do everything in PR-wise. And the thing is, okay, if you are criticizing Hololive for doing that, why isn't Nijisanji doing that? Just looking for an objective standpoint. We have Phase Connect who does that, Idol EN who does that, Vispo EN now that's brand new who does that. Aka Virtual is going to have their EN area. They do a lot of PR. A lot of these smaller companies are doing more PR. Forget about Hololive. A lot of these smaller companies are doing more PR than what even Nijisanji does. Nijisanji does the base stuff. It isn't fair to the talents to only do the base stuff. That's why I criticize Nijisanji, because it's not fair to the talents who actually put a ton of effort into their content every single day for Nijisanji to just be dropping the ball the way they are. People are wondering, of course, as you can put in the comments down below as well, curious about how you feel, when you started feeling about how you feel. Since entering the sub, people's feelings might have changed over time, beliefs, ideals, etc. Do you still have strong beliefs in what you probably previously believed in, or has things changed? They joined during the Selen drama. This person used to agree with everything in anti-Niji, down with Niji, burn the yacht, hate Riku. Now I kind of sympathize with some of the NDF who's trying to just want their Oshi to succeed. I've always said, support your Oshi. Even in my community, I always say people who have Oshis in Nijisanji are more than welcome here. I am not someone who's like, F everybody in Nijisanji. I'm someone who's like, I just want the best for the talents. If Nijisanji gets better, I'm not going to get pissed off. I'm not going to get angry. If Nijisanji fixes every single little issue, I'm going to be kind of questioning their if they're going to keep positive things going. But if they do it and it's like 2, 3, 4 months and still going well, then hell, I'm going to celebrate it because it means it's good for the talents. To be honest, the worst part is the entire drama is the people who want no part of the drama. There are people who obviously know the drama and do not want to be stressed about it because they already are. Try to avoid the drama but still are dragged in because the parent company refuses to do anything about it. And that's the thing, it's because Nijisanji does nothing. Other people had their names dragged across the mud. Ex-livers, Sayu, Doki Ryoma, because of a clip an alleged moderator for his PL, and Elira, who said was the mastermind. Most important, F Niji and its management. Yes. But when did people start joining? When the Sayu drama happened, Yugo drama, Doki drama, Black Stream, Uki drama, when did you start seeing things happen in your mind? Joined right after Selen termination, basically gone from being ticked off at the company to apathetic towards it. As for the talents, I'm on the side of second chances. I'll keep an eye on who does what once they leave, but we'll never truly know what happened when they were there. Because of that, I have no reason to go on witch hunts over it. Doki is doing much better, Sai is finally getting some love, other former Niji talents are doing well. Niji isn't going to change. At this point, it seems that they're going to keep doing the bare minimum. Hopefully the talents take care of themselves, and if they're not good place because of the company, I hope they can move on in a timely manner. EN branch still has uncertain future. They're definitely hurting from all the losses, but closure or folding into the JP branch severely limits future international growth. It does, and it looks very bad on the investor standpoint. And yeah, that's the way I'm going to leave it, because from investors, it's going to be bad to drop the EN. I'm sad for the EN talents that they, like Danoth, who just freaking debuted recently, that aren't within the last month or so, that aren't being supported at all, not even being pushed from what it looks like. Nothing big, at least. It's very unfortunate, and all I want is for the talents to have a good time, and if they are, well, you know, I'll root for them. A very positive thing is seemingly happening with Zentreya from VShojo. There are people who might think, oh, she's doing this just to drum up interest. She's doing this specifically for a VShojo person, for the next indie that's going to be joining VShojo or whatever. I think this is primarily her just being the amazing person that she is. I've been a follower of hers since before VShojo days, been a follower of hers since the early days of Zentreya being out there. She's always been a very kind person, very welcoming person. Every time someone raids her, every time someone comes into chat, whenever someone raids, she says, go check your channel out, guys. You know, hope you had a wonderful stream. That type of thing. She's a huge streamer, and she still says that to people. So she just seems like a very humble individual. And she says right here, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to try. I want to give someone the opportunity to get that dream. What if I paid for someone's VTuber debut on a good budget? I'll help you with design, character sheet, model art, rig, assets. I'll figure something out. This comes after VShojo started their EN, joining their whole EN campaign to get people in. Their interviews for VN, their interviews for JP. Zentreya saying that she pushed for this so that anybody can join and just actually look for the merits of the channel, not the size of the channel, the merits of it. It says, man, I'd love advice on stuff, on all that stuff. You guys are a wealth of information that I'd love to tap a smaller creator. Give you advice for free. Just ask and I can help whenever I can. That is Zentreya in a freaking heartbeat right here. It's really hard to judge by your own content sometimes. How do you guys know what usually resounds well on YouTube in terms of clips? All this type of stuff. These are all things. And also, this person would be happy to offer free rig for the specific person's debut for you. I'm not the best, but I'm just putting my offer out there so you wouldn't have to pay for rigging for this debut if you're offering to some lucky person. So people are also bringing out, positive things, trying to offer something. Yes, it's going to help them out as well, but this is an offer that is amazing for everybody. Would be dope. Think it could really help someone who has the content but not the funds, like a PNG tuber, that type of thing. Aurora says, oh yes, this. Zen, if you need help with this, I'm so down to help. Everyone's coming out to try to help. I someday want to do this for someone when I'm financially sound. It is amazing for Zentreya to do it. For whatever reason she's doing it, this is an amazing thing for the community. I want to push this out there. I want people to see more of this kind of stuff. I want people to be excited about this kind of stuff. I want this out there in the community. Push it out into the ether. Push it out into whatever is out there. I just want this to be heard. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but this is an amazing thing from an amazing woman. All the people in VShojo, all the talents seem to be very kind, caring, loving of the community, and actually want to help out. And here Zentreya is putting her money where her mouth is, quite literally is. She's been doing this for years, where she's been kind and giving advice and pushing people forward, and now she's actually putting the money where the mouth is and actually pushing for monetary stuff. This is absolutely amazing. I love it. Hello, everyone, and welcome again to the VTuber Showcase that I love doing so much, because this is just, it shows so many amazing people in the VTuber sphere, a lot of smaller creators. I want to help push them up. I want to help being something positive, and that's what I want to continue doing. Today, we are talking about Hayami Kurayami. This is a VTuber. It's a, she is not a lewd VTuber. She is just a regular VTuber. She is a silly vampire streaming games and chatting from her cave. She likes games like Genshin Impact and Destiny 2. She chats, draws silly things. She did a karaoke recently for 200 followers. platforms that she streams on are mainly YouTube, gaming, art, and chatting streams, hoping to add singing soon. She did actually do a karaoke, which I'm going to show you guys. Stream every day at 2 p.m. MST, so that's Mountain Standard Time. She loves the community. She loves being a part of this community. She loves collabs, so, you know, if you guys want to collab, if any of the VTubers out there are seeing this, collab with her. I'll see about setting up collabs with everyone that I have on the VTuber Showcase, if I can, if possible. Working on the first cover. She is working on her first cover, so this is an amazing thing. It's very hard to work on a cover. To get it right and everything, it's very hard. She wants to continue being a better person, of course, which is great, which is what I always try to do in these things. I like pushing all of this content out for people, pushing it out for these individuals who are doing amazing things out there. And also, no matter how small they are, they're always trying to push to the benefit of others. And that's why I try to give something back in that way. So let's just see, she did, like I said, a 200 follower karaoke. Let's see the live stream here, going through some stuff here. She's doing right there, Hollow Cure. Of course, sometimes when you're focusing, it really is hard to get a good grasp of, you know, being able to chat and that type of thing. It does happen. Oh my god, I've had that situation myself.
It's still not loading for me. Okay, finally.
Cool. And let's see, it should catch us both.
I apologize for the low sound. I'll see if I can boost it up for you guys at least a little bit to kind of get a little bit more feeling of what she is. Thank you so much, Hayami Kurayami, for being in here, part of Bond Live EN. I appreciate you for being a part of the showcase. All for right now. Of course, comment, like, and subscribe down below. Thank you for being here. Of course, I love having the conversations with you guys. I love having these things with you guys, and I do appreciate it whenever you guys do comment. Take a look at my description for my socials. There's a Discord, there's Twitter, there's other places that you can check me out, Twitch, etc. And also check on your screen right now, because there might be a video that you might enjoy. Thank you.